This is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Once you have meditated on the card that you want to pick, then you could skip on to your timestamp. Thank you so much for watching. And whichever message resonates best with you, you take it with a grain of salt, knowing that the universe protects and loves you regardless. And so it is. The beautiful beings that picked group number 1, let's go ahead and see what the cards have for you today. What message does the universe have for you? Right, so for group number 1, we have Saint Germain, and we also have Lord Ganesh, which we will talk about a little bit more. But let's start with Saint Germain. Saint Germain is pretty much saying karma releasing. It's asking us to move beyond the drama, create your own path, and make room for good energy. Now remember, good energy is so important for us because we want to stay in a vibration where we are able to move through life in abundance and in authenticity. And in order to do that, we have to walk away from things that do not serve us, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something that is not serving us right energetically, whether it's a job. It could be many things. And I could see here there is the moon, the 8 of cups, and death here. And clearly the message that I'm seeing is that there might be a situation or person, place, or thing that might seem to you like it's smoke and mirrors, not sure understanding it, but it doesn't make you feel too comfortable and too right. And you can feel that this energy is not one that you can resonate with and that resonates with you. And I see you walking away from this situation, or the advice that I see is to maybe think about walking away from this situation, person, place, or thing. And you have your beautiful guide, wonderful Saint Germain, that's leading this for you. It's holding your hand and it's telling you it's okay for you to release this karma. It's okay. Move beyond the drama and create your own path. There you have legions of angels helping you, holding your hand and telling you that it's going to be okay. And you're making room for that good energy to flow into your life and create a more positive well-being for you. I also have the lovely Lord Ganesh here. Once you can remove yourself from those negative energies that are not serving you, right? But then I have Lord Ganesh, who is at your side. It says obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. So at the same time, you have Lord Ganesh and Saint Germain as your guides, telling you it's okay to let go. We are harnessing you, we are protecting you, we are loving you, we're here for you, we love you. All it takes is to release and let go. Once we see that release, once you're able to release, from what I see here, and be more in tune with your spirituality, your passion, your drive, you will experience so much love. You are love, you're love beings, you're everything, love, eternal, and wealth, peace, happiness, all that good stuff. But I'm also seeing a return of that good feeling of connections, of good connections that are almost nostalgic in a way, because I see here the 6 of Cups and the Lovers, which for me is always a good sign to see. Also the Queen of Wands means being in touch with your spirituality, being in touch with yourself. I love seeing these cards together. It just seems like once you're able to release that negativity that you have in your life, or whatever is going on at the time, or maybe you might be struggling with a decision to make, it's fairly likely that some of you guys might be juggling or struggling with making a decision or parting ways with something, whether you think it's right to part ways with it or not. Sometimes we could get into those modes where we don't know what to do, and the more we're in our heads, the more complicated it feels. more complex, the more far away we feel from making that decision. But here I am to tell you today that if this resonates with you, that you have beautiful guides, wonderful, loving guides at your side, healing you, guiding you through this journey, and telling you, letting you know that it's okay to let go of that doesn't serve you. Also, I see the Seven of Pentacles, which for me usually feels like someone that works very hard. You're gonna get to see maybe you're doing a project or you have a project, and you're gonna get to see and reap those fruits of your hard labor. So in other words, group number one, the main theme that I'm receiving from this general reading is that I feel like there's a circumstance, situation, a person, relationship, whatever the case may be, that is maybe holding you back. You might be feeling like this, confused or not knowing how to let go of it. And these cards just want me to let you know that it's okay to let go of things that don't serve you. That once you let go, the beautiful things start coming in. That's your reading, and I hope this resonated for some of you, and if it didn't, then the message was not meant for you. So let's move on to group number two. Group number two, for those of you who picked group number two, let's see what the cards have in store for you today. What message does the universe want you to hear? I feel like with this group, there's a strong sense of feeling like there's been disappointments after disappointments, or there's been hurt after hurt. You feel like you've been betrayed either by life itself or the cards that you've been dealt with. I get the feeling that for this group, for some of you, might feel like there's a sense of struggle, a sense of struggle after struggle, that you have to fight for everything that you get, and it just seems so tasking. And I have the Joan of Arc, which is the voice of truth. She says, stand strong and focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution, speak your truth. It might be that you're in an environment where you can't be yourself. You feel like you can't honor your authenticity, or it might feel like you want to go after your true calling, your purpose, but you can't because there's other things in the way that are coming in the way, whether it be finances or sometimes quote unquote reality, which is not really a reality. We live in a matrix and nothing is really real. And this Joan of Arc reminds me to tell you to stay focused on your purpose, to stay focused and release fear of being persecuted or made fun of or judged or talked about, whether it be in a workplace or etc. Speak your truth, because being true to yourself, your true self, is worth more than anything else in the world. And once you're true with your true self, your truest form of being, all beautiful abundances will come to you. Life has this funny way of working. I feel like once you're in tune with who you really are and you really see life for what it is, you really start to reap in the abundances that you deserve, because we're all deserving beings just because we are. We don't need to change anything in yourself to be worthy of love, financial success, friendships, all that you're already worthy of. And these cards, I just get this strong sense that you've been disappointed, you've been backstabbed, or you feel like there's so much hurt. I just feel so much hurt in this card. And I feel like you feel like it's gonna sound like a little strange, but I feel like it's almost like a soldier that's been beat down in battle. and you feel like, wow, this is just another one again, and you have to fight for everything that you have, or fight for your relationships, or fight for to have money, or struggle to have the things that you want in your life. And this brings you disappointment and hurt, and you feel like, wow, another battle I have to fight. But Joan of Arc is here to remind you, stay focused, and remember who you really are. Remember that you're a great being of love. Remember that through the struggles, who you are. This card tells me, remember who you are, regardless of whatever is going on in your life. Remember who you are. We also have Kuthumi, which is Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Guys, I have to say this again, and if I haven't said it before, this is my first video, so I hope it really resonates with you. You are everything you ever looked for. You already are. There is nothing external in this world which you are not. Love, happiness, peace, everything you already are. There's nothing external that can give you what you already are. That's a very powerful thing. So Kuthumi reminds you that you already know the answer you seek. Remember, guys, every time you have an uncertainty or an answer, a question that needs an answer, you are your best judge. You are your God to you. You know what the answer you seek. So I feel like in this deck of cards, you already know. You know deep down inside you what you need to do. And these situations will just keep pushing you and pushing you and pushing you and pushing you until you take action and do something about it and create a different cycle. Remember, nothing changes unless you start changing on the inside, and then everything changes on the outside, which is a beautiful and powerful message that you need to hear. I also have here the Ace of Swords, the World, and the King of Pentacles, which are beautiful cards to receive. It says you're already blessed. You're already the world. You already have everything that you need. Or another friendly reminder of the world, which is the world is this infinite circle. The King of Pentacles, abundance, love, all that you seek, you already are. You already are everything that you seek. All these opportunities will come to you. The luck, there's no such thing as luck. You already are all that. And this deck of cards it's a friendly reminder to you that you already are everything you seek. Whether you're seeking it in others, in material things, you already are what you seek. That love, you already are. And whatever it is that you're struggling with, or that I get the urge to say that this might seem like a financial struggle for some of you. Whatever that financial struggle is, the biggest advice these cards want me to give you is release the need to have everything fall into place a certain type of way. And if it doesn't work, so let it be. Life will always keep you where you need to be. You're always exactly where you need to be. And once you stop having the need to control every single aspect of how things happen, then life starts happening in that sort of way. Life will give you everything you need. There's no need to create such retention, you know. It's in the flow where you get everything that all your abundance comes in the flow of just letting life be without having to commit to expectations, the need for things to be a certain way. And I feel like we all can fall into that place every now and then, where you feel like life needs to happen in A, B, and C this way, and when it doesn't, we create such tension, and like we start going against the flow of life, that things just keep going quote unquote wrong, which is not really wrong, it's actually right. Everything happens as it should be. And once you start understanding this, then life will just flow, and everything will flow, and everything that happens or will happen to you, you will understand. You will understand that it's needed for you. And with that, I close this group number 2. I hope this resonated with someone. Group number 3, let's see what the cards have for you today. What message does the universe have for you today? For group number 3, I want to start with Mercury, which means open communication. Get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. So maybe for some of you, I see that a lot of disappointment and hurt comes from not speaking your mind. And while some of us are very nice and don't speak up our minds and don't speak in terms of whether we like something or not even that, sometimes we're just too nice to say what we really want to say because we don't want to hurt someone else, and it's easy to fall into that trap. But Mercury's here for you, and it's telling you it's okay to speak up your mind when you're coming from a place of love, and you will and be heard with love. I think it's easy to criticize people, but it takes more consciousness to take a moment and come from love and speak your mind with love. You'll never hurt someone when you come from love. You'll never hurt someone when you come from love. I repeat, you'll never hurt someone when you come from love. And what you have to say is rooted in love for both persons. And maybe this is something that group number 3, for some of you guys, might be struggling with, speaking your mind. And maybe you might feel like by speaking your mind, it might lead to people getting offended or people not liking you. And remember, the truest gift you could give to yourself is being authentic. And part of being authentic is speaking your mind, even if you think you might not be liked or might be less liked by doing so. And Mercury just wants to remind you that there's no need to fear. When you come from love and you speak your mind from love, and from that place, all good things happen. Another message that I'm picking up from this group is I see that there's a lot of action cards that I see come stemming from spirit and passion. I love these cards, I really do. And I have some mind, Queen of Swords, which she's more of a methodological being, which analyzes a lot of things very meticulously. But she also leads with great example in love. And a lot of spirit cards, the King of Wands, Page of Wands. Let's start with the Page of Wands and the Commander Asthar. Commander Asthar is call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your walk. So I'm seeing these two. As you can see, the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands are leaders. They're both beautiful leaders. That one leads in passion and spirit, the other leads in minds, matters of the mind. And now you can see Commander Asthar, which calls you to action, to take charge, to lead by example. So whatever project or whatever you're feeling passionate about, lead. Be that leader you seek to see. Be that leader you're afraid to be. Lead, because I feel like you have a lot of ideas for projects, for things that you want to do in the future. And honestly, I can tell you, you're just a call away from yourself. I also have the Page of Wands. Keep dreaming. I feel like you're a dreamer. You're a dreamer with a lot of ideas, projects, future plans. Don't just sit on them and dream on them. Take action, little by little. Do something for you. Do something for you today. A lot of us work jobs every day, a 9-to-5 full-time job, or even others, nighttime hours. We put so much energy and effort on someone else's dream that we forget about our own, but we are living our own life, so don't forget about your dream. Work for you. Do something for yourself. You, at the end of this lifetime, which is just the beginning of another one, at the end of it, you will have realized that this life is really about you, not about working a 9 to 5 or a full-time job. Yes, we have to survive. Yes, we have to make ends meet. That's true. But don't forget about you. You are your only person. You are you. You were born with yourself, and you will transition with yourself. Invest in yourself. This is what this card tells me. And there's a call to action. Open communication. Speak up with love. Work your projects with love. See a lot of success and happiness also. I also see, again, a lot of happiness. A lot of happiness. I have the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, which for some it could be abundance and all that good stuff, but also it could be a sign of maybe there's a pregnancy in the way, maybe children. Who knows? Like I said, don't take all this take it with a grain of salt. There's might be mixed messages for different people in this group. This usually is a pregnancy or fertility card, but if it's not, we're just gonna keep moving and talk about that there are great opportunities. Maybe you might have a great opportunity coming your way, or one that you already have. I see a lot of projects building, a lot of ideas, and I think that if you work really hard and work at your craft, work with yourself, and work at what you love to do, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness and abundance. So maybe that was the message that you need to hear today. Work with yourself, work at yourself, open your communication skills. If there's anything that you're not liking, don't be afraid to speak up. Speak up from a place of love. Don't be disappointed. You have every right to be here and to express yourself as authentic as they are to you as ever. Thank you so much, group number 3. I hope this resonated with someone today. And finally, we have group number 4. What message does the universe have for group number 4 today? We shall see. All right, group number 4. So from what I'm getting a message here of strength. So we have Bridget, which means inner strength. She says, move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power within you already. You are power. She says, move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So you might be in a situation where you feel like you're being treated unfairly, or you might be getting treated unjustly, whether it be in the workplace, in a relationship, etc., etc. I feel like I have the strength card here representing to have strength, patience, and know that everything's going to work out in your favor. We also have justice. Justice is being served in that situation. Don't hold on too tightly to being right, to being politically right. Have strength and know that the universe will take care of whatever it is that might be haunting you right now, might be this unfairness that you might feel. Have strength in knowing that the universe will take care of it for you, that you are being guided and loved with so much love, and that justice is being served. There's a balance in the universe, and justice is being served for this situation. For some of you, this might be the message. I'm also getting here a union of two beautiful beings in harmony with each other. I see the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. You might be meeting someone at the moment. You might not be sure if this person is the one, but you know, you can always tell by the... I'm sorry. You will always be able to tell by the way you feel, by the energy that's being interchanged. And I see from this union, this beautiful union in love, peace, and harmony. It's a union that is valued, that is loved, that is guided from above, that will serve you right. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Anyways, for some of you, I also might see here that a travel card. Some of you might be taking a trip soon, or might be moving somewhere, and this is an exciting time where you will be taking charge. You'll either have plans to go somewhere, or you're traveling somewhere, or you are making plans to go somewhere, and it's a good sign. It says go for it. Don't be scared to make that move. If it's a project, go for it. Put all your love and heart and soul into it. There's something I want to share from these cards with you, and I just want to let you know that whatever inspires you is never the wrong thing. Whatever inspires you to take action is never going to be something that will be of a disservice to you. It will always be something that will lead you to something greater, to something more wonderful, to much love. Always follow your passions and what your heart calls out for, whatever it may be. It might be little, it might be big. Go for it. Dream big, and know that you, as long as you're following your heart and that inspiration, you're always in the right place. See the Chariot here, which is a lovely, like I said before, some of you guys might be taking a trip, a little getaway. It's never a bad thing. It's always good. It can bring you a lot of joy and happiness and much love. I also see White Eagle, ancestor spirit, which is connect to your lineage. A family wound pattern can be healed now. So for some, it could be a relationship that has been damaged in the past, or you feel like lacks love, can be coming together again. It can be with a lover, a friend, or a partner, or even it could be with a family member. I'm mostly sensing a family member. There might be a pattern that's being healed, or a relationship that's coming together to an understanding of each other with respect and love. So yeah, that's what I see, and I see a union back into it. So it's a beautiful card. It's beautiful cards that I see here. The overall message here is to have strength and power within yourself, to go for what you want. And for some of you also, there might be a union, or there's a union that you're in that you might be questioning, but don't question it. I feel like this is right for you. This is the one bond that's in peace and love, and it will serve you, and it will allow you to grow in the best possible way. Have inner strength. I have a lot of strength here, which whatever, even if none of these cards resonated with you, I feel like having strength and having this card show up for this group can resonate with everybody. We can always use a little bit of strength, or a reminder of who we are inside, to give us that strength to show up as ourselves, whichever that self may be. And so it is, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this resonated with some, and if it didn't, it might not be the message for you. But thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a blessed, beautiful, loving, peaceful day. And so it is. With all the love in the universe, we'll see you next time.